What's up, YouTube? Dad with a bike here, and today we're going to do some more maintenance. It's probably going to be my last maintenance video, but this one's going to focus on lubing the cable, specifically my clutch cable. So stick around. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about how to do that. So we'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, welcome back. So we've done a couple of these maintenance videos. The first one that I did was my oil change, and then I did one for the Trask intake when I cleaned the filter. And the next one, and this is of course all in and around the 10,000 mile thing. The next one we're doing here is going to throw a little bit of lube on my cable, my clutch cable. There's a few other things that I'm going to go around and I'm going to lube, and I'll touch on those real quick too. But largely, these are the tools in which we are going to use. This giant wrench, this cable lube tool, which is handy dandy, very helpful, and of course, cable lube. So let's get right down to it. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we need to let loose the clutch cable so that we've got some slack up there to actually hook that little device up to. So big old 1-inch, get that on there, pull it up, pull that little cable dealio out, and then let it go. And it's kind of funky, so maybe get a towel and kind of clean some of that off too. So let me go grab a little shop towel, get some of that fizzunk off. And it probably largely has to do with when I changed my oil, probably got some goobery goo and gunk on there. But that is that. So that's clean. Okay, then we're going to take our next two little devices, which is my chain lube, or my cable lube. This little lube tool. Notice I've got all kind of play now in my clutch cable because we loosened it up. And now what I need to do is, there we go. Actually, get it out of there. Bazam! There. And we'll pull some of this through. I do a little inspection on the cable. Let me grab my towel again. And I'm doing this in my helmet today because a couple times doing the video, people kind of complain. They want to see what I'm doing, etc. So when I'm in here doing this, I'm actually giving it a good old thorough rub down because we all like some rub down. You can see kind of some of the buildup and the gunk that's there. So we get all that off. Give it a good wipey poo. Bam. And then we're going to put this sucker on. Okay, and we go and tighten it down. And we want to make sure that it gets pretty tight in there. Actually, hold on. Needs to go kind of like right there. Because what we're going to do is let gravity do the work for us. We're going to stick one of these nice little spray nozzles in there, in that little hole. And if you're looking for this, I don't know what the exact name of this thing is. If you Google for like cable lube tool or something, then it should come back and tell you. I'm trying to get a good seal. There we go. There we go. Because what I want is when I actually put the lube in here, is I want it to go down into the cable itself. Put a little of that up there so we don't make a mess. And we just stay on there, dang you. And we just give it some squirts. If it'll actually stay. It doesn't stay. It like launches right off. That's hilarious. Let's see if I got a better one. See if this one sticks any better. Oh, that one does. Okay, so we're good. Let's try this again. Okay, so just some squirtage. Get on in there. Get on in there. And if a little does a little good, a lot will do a lot of good. I'm just kidding. But really what we're doing is, and that's really all you need. It doesn't need much. We're letting the gravity kind of do the work. This little tool does a pretty good job at sealing, so that when you do squirt the lube in, it will travel and start working its way down. So then we'll take this off. And as you can see, there's juices down in there. So that's exactly what we wanted. Then we'll shove this bad boy back in there. Pull that tight. And then we'll come back over. And this is getting kind of funky here. And I need to go get myself some general purpose grease. And maybe put some there. So we'll be back in just seconds as I go get some general purpose grease. Alright, we're back. And I has my general purpose grease. Whoa. So, general purpose grease. Just some good old lube. Sexy. So I'm going to take just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I'm going to apparently get it everywhere. And just put it in here where this cable rides. And just lube it up a little bit. That's all. Some happy lube. And then we'll put this cable back in. This can sometimes get a little persnickety. Oh, if you notice, a little wet right there. That's because all that lube traveled down the tube, skadoosh, and came out. So we'll wipe that excess off. And Bob's your uncle. And notice, a little bit there, a little bit there. That's all from it traveling down and kind of leaking out in different places. So that's a good indicator that she's been thoroughly lubed. Anyway, so you have just thusly been walked through how to lube your chain. It's crazy easy. What the heck is going on back here? It's crazy easy, not complicated at all. And anybody can do it. Now there's a lot of other things that I'm going to go do. I'm going to take that white lithium grease. You can kind of use other stuff, just don't use WD-40. I'm going to take this white lithium grease, and I will go around the bike in a few places and just throw a good squirt in there. I will do my levers, both sides. I will do my shifter, and when I do my shifter, I'll do it anywhere that pivots or there's a joint like these. I'll do these. I'll give those a good squirt, and then I will do my kickstand, and I don't think there's much of anything else that I'll actually do. You know, I'll do these over here as well. You know, and that's really it. That's really it for the 15,000. Not a whole lot. So, if we recap, we did the oil, did the air filter, and then did the cable, and then some general lubing. So, anyway, hope it all was useful. Hope it's helpful. And if you liked it, hit that subscribe, like, notify thing. Still working on getting an appointment to go get this bad boy dyno, or put on the dyno, so I can see how much oomph it puts out. And I'm going to be working on some videos for the bike regarding the sound of that exhaust. Do some drive-bys, some good stuff. Anyway, that stuff's to come. So hopefully this is helpful. So y'all take it easy. Be nice to one another. And be safe. So, peace.